Hi everybody, Debbie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video and deciding to watch today. I really appreciate it. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me today. And I hope everybody enjoys this video. So I've been wanting to start a new journal for a while, something that was a decent size. And a couple of shopping trips ago at the Dollar Tree, I picked up this it's just a sketch, they call it a sketch diary, standard weight, acid-free paper, $1.25. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. And it's 6 by 9 inches, so it's a decent size. It says standard paper. I think this is really thin myself. I absolutely think this is really thin. But I like to have a lot of texture on my paper, so I'm going to glue 2 or 3 sheets together. And I'm going to go from there. So I'm just going to, all I'm going to do is just zigzag some glue around, put it on my edges so that it sticks, because I know that if I add a lot of different medium to this, it's going to go through. It's just a sketchbook. It's meant to use with pencil. And I have this, so I'm going to use it, and I'm going to see how I like it. And if I enjoy working on this size, then my next investment may be this size of a book for watercolor, with watercolor paper or something like that in. I think a watercolor book would be really great for a journal. The reason being, you could put almost any mediums on it and it would handle all the wet and the dry and the whatever you were going to do. So I'm just gluing 3 of these together. Let's get this one. Let's get this one straight here and then just work from here up. There. So that'll be nice and thick. Now that's a good weight. So, and I don't mind that there's a few little bubbles because I'm going to add a whole crap load of texture to the paper anyway. Yeah. So I have this old Christmas card. I'm just going to slide it in there and put the paper on top of it like that. There, just like that. And then I'm going to take a little strip of this pumpkin washi tape. So I think I'm going to do something that maybe is a little fall or Halloween themed for this journal page. But I'm going to take this little pumpkin washi tape and I'm going to put it right down here like this, because I don't want whatever I'm putting on this paper to soak this area. This would be easy to soak through, and then let's get that straight. Whoa, it's stuck to that paper. I want to leave it on here, but there. Let's get it straight. There. I'm just going to wrap that around. So I'm going to leave this right on the page anyway. And I think I'm ready to go. I have a couple of little I have a couple of these. One says a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles, and the other one says thankful for use. I'm going to set them aside because I think I'm going to use them. And then I've got 2 little scraps. I have this scrap pile here, and the other one I just ripped and set to the other side. So I have this little pile here. So I think this is the pile that I need to use, right guys? So let's go that way. So I'm going to I'm just going to kind of color block this. I'm going to glue that. So what I'm going to do is just collage some papers on here, and I'm not going to do a whole bunch of little fussy ones. I'm just going to, that's an edge, so I may as well put it at the edge. I'm just going to start gluing some papers on. Sometimes when I'm doing my collaging, I just like it to be as absolutely as simple as possible. So here's a nice big, this one. There. Hardest thing about this is going to be putting my edges straight. And piece down here. So yeah, this isn't going to be anything too crazy. I don't have a lot of my craft supplies here. The house is getting pretty empty though. So if you're new here, we are moving, and we're moving 2 provinces over, and we've sold our house here. So yeah, there, I love this. Put that along that outside edge. Oh, I was writing notes on the back of this one. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff gone out of the house. We've been giving a lot of stuff away, taking a lot of stuff to the thrift shop. Anything that they'll take at the thrift shop, they're not taking a lot of the smaller items at the thrift store right now, so we're having to pack them up and take them with us. We may have to get rid of, if there's things that we don't need, we may have to get rid of them later, but right now, anyway, it's working. It's working. So I need my little, I don't want this white on here. There. Yeah, not a lot of news right now, guys. There's the second wave's hitting pretty hard. Hope everybody is staying safe. And that's about all there is to that. That's all I have to say about that. Isn't that what, I think my little sponge is starting to deteriorate. Bits are falling off of it as I'm using it. Put some more of this blue down here. Like that. And there. Glue on my fingers. And I need a piece for here. Is this lighter than all the others? It is. Oh, this is textury. Oh, because it's a piece of that. This is really cool paper, guys. This is, it's all, the whole paper pad was like blackboard on one side, and then the same texture, but different colors on the other side. So if I'm really careful tearing this, I might be able to make it fit. I just want a nice neutral or muted colors background. there. Now if I can just find a piece for there. And it doesn't have to be very big or have very much color on it. Maybe it's that little piece right there. Just like a Band-Aid. We'll put it on like a Band-Aid. So my page is covered. My page is covered. So that's what I've got for there. And then I'm actually going to take this and I am going to tear this. I don't want any straight edges on my page. I put that somewhere like that. And then this one, I'm just going to take this one and I am going to try to tear this around the wreath, just like this. Yay, it's working. I think this paper wasn't thick enough. I wouldn't be able to do this. Can you see? I'm just trying to hold this on top of the wreath so that as I tear and break around it, I don't rip into it and take any of it off. Because I want it all on there. And that's pretty. So I'm going to take this walnut stain and just go around the edges of these. It'll probably be off camera, but I'm just going to try to do it right here. I don't know if you can see. Do I have it in enough? There. My little table's beside my... So I'm crafting on a little table out in our back porch. And we have a little, like an extra fridge out here. And it's right beside my table. So if you hear that funny noise clicking on and off every once in a while, that's what it is. Right now I have a table set up in the back porch to craft on. So that's all smudged over. See, I've got that all. No white. There's not going to be any white on this page. So I've got these two pieces ready. And I'm going to take my glue right now and set it aside for just a second. So I put the lid on it. I'm going to take these and set them aside. I'm going to move my little pile of scrap paper back into the top of the basket. And I'm just going to turn this over and trim the back of it off first. I put quite a few straight edges on there, so I got it pretty good. There. So that's looking okay. Am I still in frame? I'm still doing the tape thing. I got little pieces of tape on my tabletop where the outside dimensions of my camera show. So I'm trying to stay in frame. It's becoming my... Oh yeah, it's almost impossible, but so now What's my other paints? I've got my black soot and I've got this one. So I want to go around the outside edge with this. And I'm just going to use it right from here. It goes different depending on what kind of there. A little bit of grunge all the way around. I like a little bit of grunge. Should I do very lightly with this so that I pick up these? Oh yeah, why not? Just a little bit more. So that's okay. So now what I want to do is I want, I actually want a journal in here. So I want a center piece, and I think I'm going to use a index card. One of these cheap little dollar store index cards. And I don't need to journal a lot. I just had something that I wanted to write down. A little bit like that, but this definitely needs to be etched all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use this walnut stain. There. So that can go there. But before I do that, I have a little bit of this rich espresso dazzling metallic paint. And it's just the decor. I think I got it at Dollarama or Dollar Tree, one or the other. So I didn't pay very much for it. And paintbrush. I'm going to use this soft little cheap, and again, a dollar store paintbrush. Maybe I'll just do this, because I don't need much. I'm just going to put what's in the brush. I want to give this, just from the ripped edges in, I kind of want to give it some of that gold. You look at the colors of the trees, and with all the colors mixed together, and I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but when I look at the colors of the trees and all those pretty colors are all mixed together, I feel like I'm looking at the richest gold always, or copper or whatever. But this metallic rich espresso gives me that feeling that's just really pretty. So I just want to put some of it on here in a few different spots. Normally I'd have all my craft supplies here, and I'd put a little texture paste on, and I'd do a little, something of it here and something there. And so I'm hoping I can kind of get that same look and same feel from doing this. I'm going to do the corners and brush them in. A little bit in the bottom corners. And it's kind of translucent. It's not very opaque, this paint. So you can still see all the other stuff underneath it. Okay. Get what's on here. Just put it on there. Now, I'm going to take a rag and I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to rub some of it back off. This stuff dries really, really fast. The metallic paints, wow, yeah. There, that's better, and not such rough edges here, not such distinct brush marks. That's what I'm trying to get rid of, is some of the brush marks. There, that's better. Let's try this again. Maybe that would be better that way. I think that would be better that way. And then I can write this way. There. So I think that's how it's going to go down. So let's do this. Glue on my fingers. Yeah. So it's been raining. You can tell, because of what I've done here. It's been raining and it's been overcast and it's been chilly and it's been a little bit windy. It's a blustery day outside. And we've still managed to get a lot done. My husband's got a lot done. I sometimes feel like I don't contribute. I know I do. I mean, I do my own thing, but when it comes to the heavy lifting and stuff like that, and he's done so much. So now I want to go around this I want to put some kind of a border on this. And I'm thinking, no, because if I do that, I'm going to leave, I like the little pumpkins. I'm not even going to take that off. I'm going to leave it right there. Maybe just use my marker and put a border. If I can find a marker. My Micron pen will work. Ew, I hope it's not still too wet. Maybe I better not use my Micron pen. I better use, maybe I'll use this. It'll work better. Anyway, just a pencil. I'm gonna go sharpen this, I think. Yes, hold on one sec. I gotta go sharpen this. Okay, so I think I can take this out from behind now. And I'm just gonna take my black pencil and you get different colored lines, like different depths of the black, depending on what part of the paper you're writing on, because all these papers have different textures. And I'm just doing a running stitch around this one. So there it is. There's my journal page. I just journal a little dear self and you know what's happening. And yeah, I love this. I love the texture and the color, the background color. And it seemed like a lot to get to there, but that metallic paint wouldn't look like this if it wasn't on all this texture. So I'm loving it. It was simple. It was easy. And I didn't use much stuff, just some paper scrapped and a little bit of this and a pencil. So, of course, my pen to write. So, yeah, you don't need a whole bunch to do a journal page. So this was a simple, easy collage journal page for fall. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see some more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. It's free. And I will see everybody in the next video. Until then, everybody, be safe and take care of yourselves out there. It's pretty scary right now. So bye-bye.